What's up, guys? This is Luke from LZ Fitness, bringing a brand new video. And in today's video, I have a piece of Amazon cardio equipment that I can't wait to show you guys, and let's see if it's a right fit for your home gym. Hope you guys enjoy. All right, let's get this mail. Whew, man, how am I already out of breath? Whew, that was far. Dude, are you seriously out of breath from walking from the mailbox? It's pretty sad, bro. I guess that is pretty pathetic. That huffing and puffing, bro. I'm a little concerned for your health there, brother. You know what? I got something under my sleeve that I think you're going to really, really like. It's going to really help you out. Wow! I'm not even out of breath anymore. Wow, I can feel my cardiovascular health getting so much better. All right, guys. So, hope you enjoyed that skit. LMZ does need to work on cardio, so this piece of equipment that we're reviewing today from Amazon, we're really excited to have in the home gym because clearly some cardiovascular health is needed in our lifestyle. But before we get started, guys, make sure you drop a like on this video and subscribe. If you did not know, we're on the road to monetization. And if you keep liking the video, watching the video all the way through, especially live streams as well, we can hit our goal of monetization by December. So keep doing that and help pushing the video out to get the algorithm out, baby, and get this video across the world. So again, today's video, guys, we're gonna do a review of the MERACH TT exercise bike from Amazon. So a little backstory of their brand. So they're a home gym brand. They specialize in smart equipment, you know, particularly like treadmills. They have ellipticals, spin bikes, and they also do rowers and massage guns. So they are a smart equipment brand from Asia, and they work with a lot of athletes, you know, and their smart equipment is, you know, if you notice on Amazon, they sell, you know, a lot of their stuff on Amazon. And the thing that I like about that is because of multiple things. Amazon equipment, especially shipping, you can get it quick. Also Amazon equipment, a glory we're going to talk about today is price. There's a lot of coupons on Amazon too to help with that as well. But today we're going to break down the bike. I'm going to let you guys know the pros, let you guys know the cons, and at the end we're going to see if it is a right fit for your guys' home gym. So let's get started. Okay, guys, so here is the TT MERACH exercise spin bike from MERACH Home Gym. And some things I want to talk about first before we get into the specs, pros and cons, is first of all, packaging. Packaging is very important with home gym equipment, especially you want the longevity of your equipment and you're spending your hard-earned money on equipment. Packaging is very important. So I have a clip here of the packaging. I will say it was packaged very well. It was put together with styrofoam, which I think is a lot of brands don't put styrofoam around their equipment to give more support because a lot of them just put plastic wrap around it. And that's not going to keep it, you know, when you get it out, it might be damaged already. And you don't want that to happen with something you spent your hard-earned money on. So packaging, guys, it was in great packaging, which is a huge plus already for this bike. Now, if we talk price, okay, again, this is the Amazon prices I'm talking about, not their website. If you have Prime, it's $320. If you don't have Prime, it's $370. But the thing that's great about Amazon, I mentioned this earlier, is coupon codes. So if you recently, I can have a picture here, they already had $30 off coupon code, which they have sales all the time, which towards the end of the video, I'll plug my code for you guys to check out. And you got to also remember too, guys, Amazon, again, is quicker, faster, you know, with shipping. And I know a lot of us out there, we buy a lot of stuff from Amazon, and that's why this could be a good piece for you guys as we break this down more. Okay, so here now we're going to give you guys an overview of the bike. The lovely camera woman is going to go around the bike and show you all the details. While she's doing that right now, I'm going to give you guys some specs. So as we look with the bike, the weight that this can hold is 350 pounds. So the user can be up to 350 pounds and you could still use it. And the other thing about this bike as well is the fit. So the height of this can be someone from 4'9" to 6'3". So it's designed for different heights. So if you're taller than 6'3", it might be, a little awkward for you to do this because of the height difference with that. And this bike is also made with high quality material, guys. The aluminum alloy is capable of withstanding strong forces with its pedals. So this thing is made and steady and sturdy, and you could tell too, it's pretty heavy when you pick it up. But I'll be completely honest with you guys, I like that aspect of this bike because the heavier the bike, I feel like the stronger quality it is, especially compared to our last bike we had where it was just a foldable, kind of cheapy $100 Amazon bike. This thing blows it out of the water. The next thing I want to show you guys is kind of break down the different parts of the bike. So first thing I want to show you guys is these cage pedals down here that the lovely camera woman is showing you guys. So with these cage pedals, guys, they call them their towed cage pedals where they're large enough for most users. And they're made of high quality material that's used on pedals that make them just long lasting and durable. Which again, you want these pedals to last you a long time, especially if you're someone that likes to, go on a spin bike multiple times a week, okay? These things are durable and solid. And so far we've had, great success with those pedals. And then if we come over here to the top with the handles, guys, these are comfortable handles for all positions. It depends on how you're riding. For me, if I'm kind of casually riding, I'm kind of just holding up to kind of the front of these handles here. But then if you're kind of riding at a faster pace, you might be kind of lean forward a little bit. You can hang on to these and you have different positions for you guys with your handles, which is huge. Then the next thing I want to talk about is the seat. So if you notice, guys, we don't actually have the seat here. Right now, this is the seat that comes with. It's their narrow seat. And with their narrow seat, guys, it's an important part of their bike where it kind of decides, like they said, the quality experience. Now, this is kind of going to be my opinion on the seat. I've never really had a bike seat that's comfortable. I've always kind of noticed it's kind of stiff and it kind of hurts. So if you notice, we ended up getting a seat cover from Zacro on Amazon, which I could show you guys the picture of that. And it just makes the riding experience a lot better with this pad on the seats. And then the last thing I want to talk about is their flywheel down here. So this flywheel, guys, weighs 35 pounds. And it's powered by the belt drive system, which features infinitely variable magnetic resistance and inertia enhanced design so that it makes it a smooth and balanced ride. Because when you're spending this much money on a piece of equipment, you want that smooth, balanced ride in that quiet ride so that you're getting the best experience with your spin bike. And that's another thing I want to talk about too, is how it's so silent. That is honestly sick. So the next thing I want to mention, guys, with this app, and you mentioned when I talked about the brand MERACH home gym, is that it's a smart equipment. So smart equipment means it's Bluetooth powered, and the Bluetooth powered is used for their application they have. So if you look on Amazon and their website, when you get this bike, get a 180-day membership with MERACH, where you get courses and different things with the app. So I'm going to show the app here, and it's kind of, while I'm talking, it walks you through the app. I would say the app definitely has some things to work on. It's somewhat user-friendly, but the one thing that I wanted to talk about with my cons is the fact that it isn't in miles, it's in kilometers. Here in the United States, we're not in kilometers. But again, this is in Asia. They're primarily from Asia, so they have a different metric system than we do. But they said, we've talked, and they're definitely working on fixing some of the bugs with the app. But again, it still works fine. You can track your rides, track your progress, and there's some courses you guys can use with it when you're riding, so that maybe if you want to use a course, get the best experience possible with it. And to note, when you do Bluetooth, okay, it only connects when you are pedaling these cage pedals. When you pedal these cage pedals, then you connect the bike to the app so that it works. And obviously, which I can show a picture here too, you have to pair your bike, and then when you want to start a course or want to start using the bike, you have to pedal, and then it'll connect to this bike. So now I want to give you my pros and cons of the TT exercise bike from MERACH, and then I'll give you my cons. So we talk about the pros here, guys. The first main things that I liked about it was A, it was very easy to assemble. There was, the lovely camerawoman remembers, how many steps was it? Like 4 or 5? Yeah. Very minimal steps, which again, for an idiot like me who can't put anything together, and because the lovely camerawoman's the one, if you guys didn't know, lovely M, she kills it with putting stuff together. Didn't take very long to do, which is a huge plus of equipment, is not taking a long time to assemble with easy to follow directions. Then again, packaging. Packaging is so important. How well it was packaged made me more comfortable with this brand because of how good they take care of their product in the packaging. The next thing I want to talk about is the fact that there is this stop feature right here. Now, why I like that so much, because, for example, when you're pedaling really, really fast, you hit this stop feature and it instantly stops you on your ride. So for like example, I'll even hop on it right now for you guys. If you did not know the adjustability of this bike, if you want to go lighter speed, lighter resistance, you spin it to the left. And if you want to go at, a harder resistance, you spin it to the right. And it's just, and there's not like a spin dial where it's like clicking. It's just, you just spin, it just keeps getting harder. Now I'm going to the left, it's getting lighter and lighter and lighter. So this is the lightest resistance, and this is all you do with the stop feature. You just push down like so, boom, you're done. I just think that is such a cool aspect of this bike, because especially like when you're going so fast, it's hard to stop. And like I've had bikes where you have to literally just like take your feet off and then the wheels just going. This stop feature is huge. And just another thing too I wanted to add, I do like the adjustability of this. If you guys know the adjustability of this, you kind of have to spin it out a little bit, and then you pull it. You gotta keep spinning a little bit, and you pull it up, and there goes the 13 max height, and then you just kind of, you're spinning it back. And it's the same thing with this part right here in the back, to where adjustability is you have to spin to the left, and you push up, and it goes to whatever seat you forward or backwards you want. So it goes from 7 to 1. Just depends on your riding experience and the position you are with your handles. So I like the adjustability aspect of it too, and I like that it has wheels, because it is a little heavy, but the wheels are nice, because especially in a small space like this, we can wheel it around so it's not in our way. Especially when I'm on the ground or doing push-ups or something, I can just wheel it around and get it out of the way along with that as well. And also, their app is compatible with different applications out there, which I'll plug all those right there, which is nice. Their application can work with different applications out there as well. And kind of the last pro I have with this bike is, I mentioned too, it's on Amazon. Amazon, especially Prime. There's always deals. Always couple days you get it. I think this bike, you get it in like, I think it was like 4 days or 5 days you get it. And there's coupon codes, and there's always sales, which is a win with this bike. Okay, so let's talk cons now. So the cons of this bike that I've kind of noticed is the main things that stand out to me the most. The first thing is when we were putting this together, the left pedal, we struggled to get it to, fit in, because it said it was counterclockwise on the instructions. We were going counterclockwise, spending 15 minutes trying to get that pedal in. It was the last thing we had to do. It wouldn't go. So we ended up having to go counterclockwise to get the wheel, get the this pedal in, which I don't know if it was like a manufacturing error or something like that. It wasn't like the end of the world, but it was definitely something that we have to point out, was some of the parts, it was a little bit more difficult to assemble than others. Also, the seat. I brought this up before. The seat is narrow, and it's just really not that comfortable. It's important. If you're going to have a long riding experience, I would suggest getting that seat cover I showed you guys in previous clips. And they mentioned this to me before when we were emailing back and forth about making this video, is their app. That's one more con I have, is their app has a lot of work to do to be more compatible with different countries, different continents, to meet the metrics of where we're at, and they just make it a little bit more user-friendly. But again, we've talked, and they said they're working on that. But to be honest, I was sitting here thinking of more cons. Those are the top 3 I can think of off the top of my head that stand out the most with this bike. Okay, so before I tell you guys if I feel like this is going to be worth it for your guys' home gym, basement gym, garage gym, etc., just to point out one more thing too is they have this iPad holder with the bike. So if you have your iPad, your tablet, your phone, whatever you want, watch a video, read a book. I usually use my phone on the app to watch my progress when I'm spinning. You can do whatever you want with that, but based off of my specs, my pros, my cons, my honest review of this, guys, I do think this is a pretty solid bike. And it's a new release, guys. It only has like 19 reviews right now on Amazon. It's because, again, this is one of their more renowned smart bikes they have out. You guys should seriously check it out. Again, they have codes, coupon codes to get the price down to under $300, which honestly is not bad for a quality spin bike. This thing's going to last you years with proper care. So yes, I do recommend. I think it's a good piece of cardio equipment for you guys' home gym, an Amazon brand, the MERACH TT exercise bike. All right, guys, thanks for sticking around to the whole entire video and listening to my specs, my pros, my cons, and my overview of the bike, the MERACH TT exercise bike. Guys, I think this is going to be a good buy for you guys if you're interested in cardio equipment. So check it out. If you do check it out, make sure you use my code down here. It'll really help me out, and it'll help them out as well. Let me know in the comments your thoughts on the bike. Let me know in the comments what kind of cardio equipment you're looking for your home gym. I'd love to know your thoughts on that. Make sure, again, smash that like button, smash that subscribe button to push this video out to more people, to help MERACH out with growing their brand and growing and creating more people to have this type of bike in their gym. But yeah, next week is going to be a live workout. It's going to be a minimal equipment live stream. Can't wait to see you guys all there. I'm really pumped to show you guys. But again, this is Luke from LNZ Fitness. We'll see you later.